A few OCG goodies are starting to crack through the cracks out here for the market, and some interesting buyouts you're quite not going to believe. Make sure you guys smash the living crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more awesome content. Comment down below when you be walking away with the booster pack, as per usual. So this is the very comedic gold to me. So we finally have a reason to pick up 7th Ascension because it searches for 7th Tachyon. 7th Tachyon's the one that lets you reveal and Ryzeal and go do your search lines for that level of consistency. It's literally just take one card with either Baryon's Rank Up, Quick Play, Spell card, blah, 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 or a 7th Spell and Trap card, which does meet the requirements for 7th Tachyon and lets you search your deck for it. This was something that the OCG started to play because having 5 copies of a searcher in your deck is obviously better than 3. And of course, the market price has already arched up relatively consistently with this, hitting you as of, yesterday these were a lot more. They were like 14, 15. And of course, hey, look at that, 14, 10, 12. And of course, a lot of sales just yesterday. Thanks, Next Play. I greatly appreciate you for doing the thing. So, do you need to rush out and pick these up? No, not right now, because we have no 7th Tachyon really planned at the moment. This is just keep an eye on it. Decide if at a later date you need it, if you're planning on playing Ryzeal. Oh, the Pilgrim Reaper, buddy. So this is actually, I'm really happy to see this card hit a solid $1. This is a common all the way back from Duelist Alliance out here. And you might have saw it in my Lightsworn deck. The reason why I'm playing this is because I wanted a card that can, mill. Since, we can't Lacrima, we can't, well, Lacrima's gone, Beatrice is gone. Rank 6s still have the Pilgrim Reaper. And this thing is about $2 a common right now. You can tell that they were kind of ramping up a little bit since people were kind of anticipating the ban of Beatrice. And the fact that, you've solidly had people picking this thing up at this price point. A lot of sales in the last day, 2 days. So your moral here of the story, if you don't have a copy of Pilgrim Reaper and you're wanting to play some kind of fun stuff, I do not really see like a super competitively viable thing for this unless you're playing tier. Like tier shenanigans are cool. With this, you just got to remember, each player sends top 5. So if you're doing stuff, your opponent's going to get the free value out of this too. So, all right. 8 listings for Gigantic Sprite. What world do we live in right now that we're back on this again? I don't know why Sprite is the go-to for people. People are like, yes, Sprite's the best deck in the room. Yes, this is what I'm going to play. And I'm sitting here, I'm like, honestly, yeah, like, it's good. Sure, but like it's not that good. You know what I mean? But if the player base is willing to spend $65 a copy for QCRs, you had no sales on 9.4 and 9.3. All right, as of filming this, so that's 8 listings is interesting, and of course, Sprite Sprint also is on even lower buyout status. We're down to 3 of this, which I don't know what to say about that. Like, the fact that this thing and the Gigantic Sprite both are so extremely destroyed in terms of quantities. You got it, Sprite enjoyers. Good stuff. I feel like I have slept on this one. Desfrog. 67 listings of this thing. And you know what the stupidest part is? It's like, you haven't had a lot of sales on this. This was a fairly recent, somebody came through and we're suddenly buying out dupe frogs. This has got to be an Edison format tie-in or something older as well out here that players are looking at going, oh, hey, like Desfrogs. I'm not spending $3 per Desfrog right now. Like, no, this is, stop it. But, all right, check in on Ava. I've been wanting to watch this for a little bit now. Ava does have alternatives presented to it on the market. I mean, 77 listings at $1.25 a piece is kind of interesting. But you've had so much ban list hype built on into this thing right here. Like, good job, community. I'm glad that you're happy to have Ava back. I'm glad that Ava's doing things. The Drytron hype with this is where it's been. You know, the Medionis Drytron stuff also with the Novas. That's interesting. So SP, you guys remember how we watched this card explode up to $90? Yeah, evidently, we're spinning back down. This is hilarious. I feel like I watched the last hurrah for this card as it exploded up to 90 and then just blew itself back out, which is so hilarious, by the way, because it was such a small morning thing to have watched this actually occur and then just fall back down so quickly. But 65 is actually kind of where I was expecting this to kind of go. Okay. Legacy of Destruction boxes. It's always interesting to kind of check in and see how certain old sealed product is doing from the more recent block. Legacy right now, boxes have tanked down to $59. I guess this is one of those cases of, you know, if you don't sell your product early, it just depletes in value so very quickly. That's got to be the worst things about running a store or anything online. Old sealed Yu-Gi-Oh product is just the apocalypse. Alright. Ooh, the Black Goat laughs. Still keeping an eye on this. Obviously, Beatrice is no longer amongst us, which means, does the Black Goat still have good value? I think the specific name call on this card still kind of keeps it around as a place, but, you know, we are falling very, very quickly. Nice, 1750 now. That's the power of former tech choices, falling. Light and Darkness Dragon, Quarter Century Secret. I think this card is beautiful. This is one of the coolest things, but, you know, you kind of had the little hiccup along here. If you didn't pick this card up at, you know, like it's $25 price point, unfortunately, you're too late. It's, I don't think you're going to see another glory day of it being $25. Looks like, for the most part, 40 is going to be your cruise control. I don't necessarily expect any real spin around on that. Firewall Dragon, Neo Tempest Terahertz. Now, don't be fooled by the other firewalls or any of that other crazy stuff. This is the good one. This is the one that players are looking at. This is the one that does all the good stuff. And it has the $10 price point, alright? All things considered here. Having this thing be deployed, having this be the power card for you to wreck your opponent is good. Abyss Tray. Yeah, you guys remember when this fucking went the highlight out here? Yeah, I remember. I remember when this card was like $40 for a 2-day moment, and we're all like, huh? Like, you've long since settled down. I still have not seen any builds out here, you know, doing anything with this. It's been like the Link 2, and that's been the most exciting thing. But you know what? The more you know. Chaos Angel Ultimate Rares. Hey, down, down, down to a burning ring of turds. Yeah, these are rebounding. This thing's in the tens. It's the exact same thing that we've seen out here with other stuff. Things are just flippity-floppiting, going sideways for no reason. These cards have no idea what they want to do. And they're just, screw it, they're just having a good time. They're just happy to be here. That's got to be the only thing I can take out of this. We also have the Nemesis Corridor. Ah, man. The beautiful, beautiful $6 card whose life purpose is to go search for all the other Nemesis stuff, help you facilitate the Protoss, and then you get angry because you got Protoss locked. Protoss has already gone up in price. It's interesting. It is. Today's market is, there's some very interesting things here, I will say. I know I've said interesting a lot today, but it's always interesting just to see, you know, some stupid up, some stupid down. You know, why are people spending money on cards when they get 10 reprints in a couple weeks? I don't understand this game, but okay. Leave a comment down below, tell me what you guys think, and I will see your beautiful faces back here in a day, guys. Peace out. Patrons! Thank you! Ah!
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.